close to the middle of the board. If it wasn't for Simon munching on Sam's no delay for the majority of the game, you guys wouldn't have stood a chance.
Hey, what's up,
But
ATR?
he left his
Give
radar
me one
open,
moment here. I'm
and
getting
with
everything all
Simon
set
knowing
up.
that he has the same level of thought, he's going to have to utilize the strengths that are on the opposing team if he's looking to be a consistent player. So, with that being said, if you truly feel proud about that win, then that's you, a fallen professional player who's got his torch slowly sliding away, considering he's getting close to 30 years old, if not already is 30 years old.
I would like to speak as the winner of the last game.
Okay, yeah, continue,
Please.
continue,
I
continue.
am raising my hand as the winner of last game, please, chat. And I would like to point out some of your arguments that are completely flawed. Middle frag. I was actually almost top frag of my team, if not actually the top frag, if you
Who
consider
can we leave the
Ivan
thanks
going.
to? Or
Hold
what
on,
can
I
we
am
leave the
not
thanks
done
to,
Look at my
talking
actually?
as
career,
the
bro.
winner
It's
of
so
last
ugly.
game. I am not done talking.
I need a
Second
shit,
argument
bro.
of bringing the scope weapons. Actually, you are known for your operator, and that's what you abuse in rank. So therefore, I just made you taste your own medicine. And as the chamber of the team, that is the optimal weapon to have.
Yeah,
So
with
I am
that being
sorry
said,
for playing the game correctly.
with that being said, there's
And for
optimal,
this
and then
reason,
there's being
I will take the RR.
and then there's being
All
completely
right.
all right. It depends on the scope. You
Right.
overutilized the scope, and you
Right.
completely and utterly relied on the scope. You are never
Hey,
looking
thanks
at
for
the
the
scope.
likes.
You're always lurking in the background, not
How's it
looking
going
at
again, Alpha?
what that fact means.
You know what? I would
Well, it depends on who you ask, but I would say the difference between trading is someone who is looking to buy and sell and realize quick profits, and they're more worried about fast gains, whereas investing is buying and holding. Right? Like, I think Buffett actually words it pretty well. He buys companies he believes in. Right? And I don't necessarily buy companies I believe in, but I believe in the entire uh, U.S. market. So I buy every company in the U.S. market
Creating a family in a couple of years that you're goading.
and the world market, to be fully transparent. But yeah, buying and holding versus buys and sells to make a quick profit. Are you a trader? Or are you an investor? How would you say you categorize yourself? Do, do, do. We are the lovesick girls. Hey, what's going on, Doc? Welcome back. Welcome back. Alpha, did that answer your question? Julie, I need $1,000 in 1 week. That's going to be tough. Are there things around you? Any jobs that could be done around you? Anything you could sell? Oh. I don't know how to help out there. I apologize. CFT, why is these supposed to be fun, but only has makeup stores and only one movie theater? Wait. Oh, why is the mall supposed to be fun, but only has makeup stores and one movie theater? It's a good question, man. Malls used to be amazing when I was a kid. Julie, why do you need $1,000 in 1 week? The 80 are funner than the future. I wonder why the people from the 80s wanted to be here. I think everybody is always intrigued about the future. What it's going to behold, what's going to be there, stuff like that. Yeah, it's very true, Doc. We used to just hang out at the mall because we had nothing better to do, you know? The future is always exciting. Malls had food and AC, so it's a pretty nice place to hang out in. Yeah. When I was 15, me and a group of friends, we were still doing, I guess, a sleepover or hang out for my friend's birthday party. We stayed up all night and went to the mall in the morning to watch a movie. Most of us fell asleep during the movie, but that was fun. Middle of summer. Middle of summer. Julie, you deleted all your messages. What happened? I remember going fishing also when I was a kid. I only managed to catch a single catfish through the years. Yeah, I was never good at fishing. I used to go camping with my friend's dad, and I generally caught nothing. There was one time we found like a little, I don't even know if you'd call it a pond. It looked like water that was left over after some had receded. So I don't know. It was like a 10 by 10 water thing. And three of us caught the same fish in a row. That was it. I was the second one who caught it. Yeah. Poor fish. I just can't believe it kept biting it. It must have been hungry, though. Looking back at it, you know what I mean? May I ask how important it is to have 1 million before retire? I don't think I need more than 300,000 if I have no recurring debts. You bring up a good point. The nest egg itself, the number, is not the same between people. The most important thing is the expenses that you have every month. So when I was a financial advisor, I talked with somebody who had $450,000. She was like 52 and wanted to retire in like 2 or 3 years. And just looking at that, I thought there's absolutely no way. But it turned out that she only needed to pull because of her financial situation. Now, she had a pension, so that does make things different. And eventually she would have Social Security. But she would have, she only needed like $8,000 a year to pull from her portfolio. Hey, Kratos is back. Let's go. I haven't done any push-ups or pull-ups today. Today has been a lazier day. Hung out with the family, did the Patreon stream, and now we're here. And now we're here. So I hope you guys all had a good Friday. Any big plans for Saturday? Have you tried testing AI chatbot to see if they give sound financial advice? I have personally not. I have a friend who does it. Sometimes it talks in circles, you know what I mean? Planning my escape California, if that is going to work, is my weekend homework. All right. What type of work do you do? DWP? Man, I'm bad with acronyms. I am bad with acronyms. How long have you been thinking about leaving California? Staying incognito, it's a hot topic. All right. All right. Department of Whipped Potatoes. So, are there any other topics? We had a good question earlier. Like the first question of the chat was about what is the difference between trading and investing, and I gave an answer to that, which I'll give again here in a second. But were there any other topics? Just working to care for my elders until I don't need to. That makes sense to Neil. D Neil. Yeah, are there any other financial topics you want me to ramble on about? But in short, the difference between trading and investing for me is somebody who buys and sells to make profits kind of quickly, whereas investing is someone who's buying and holding forever. Woman says, if you open a joint account, is it worth it? You should only really have joint accounts if you're married. Can't trust them. Leave them. Yeah. Union, that sounds like somebody trying to get some cash. Joel, welcome. Hey, thanks for the likes. If the stream gets liked, then it gets in front of the people who need it most. Oh man, I want to show you guys something. Right here on this little desk spot. Fairly soon, I'm going to have, I don't know, whoop. Hold on. That's really hard to see. But it's a 3D printed Free Advice Guy logo. Kevin, how is this how you spend your life, dude? This is wild. At some point, you got to either change the subject or quit coming to the stream, brother. That doesn't matter. On budgets, I save 50, spend 20, tithe 10, and the rest is buffer. I was told I ain't doing right. So that would mean you're saving 40%. When you say buffer, how does it work as a buffer for you? How big will the loop be and where are you going to display it? So right here, it's going to be a 10-inch sign. This is what you can see right here is about 16 inches. I'm going to have it right here. It's going to be 10 inches displayed. And then the background is going to be the banner. So much free time, plus my mother and father are elites. All right. It's hard to bother me. And I'm not really bothered, but he's been timed out. I'm tired of this guy. He's not even funny. The guys who are trolls that are at least funny can be worth it. Kevin's not even funny. But yeah, the logo will be 10 inches. and then have it right there on the corner. Buffers of cash on hand for elders. So how much are you actually saving towards financial goals, Neil? Because that's a big thing, is how much you're saving. Because I believe you need to be putting about 20% aside for retirement. More if you want to retire. So it's actually, yes, there will be LED lights. So the way, man, I have no way to show this, but so it's the 3D printed, and then it's got like a, I guess I don't, it's not a shadow box. I don't know exactly what to call it, with something in the back, like a little hole in it. So we'll feed the power through there, put the LED lights inside, and then go, and then it can either be solid colors, or I can make it react to my voice. But today, sometime after I'm done streaming, either here or on TikTok, I'm gonna get a banner, or I'm looking at places, potentially Walmart, believe it or not, but to print a banner that's similar to this, a little bit different. Oh, dude, I'm pretty stoked for it, Doc. I'm pretty stoked. But we're getting a banner like this printed, so I can actually be bigger. Although you guys are all in portrait mode, so you guys see me at the top and the sign in the middle, right? So you guys don't even see it. So this is hard to see, but this is actually being printed right now as we speak. I don't know if you can see that real well or not. Uh-oh. I think you might have done it wrong. Kafe deleted the message. How to take best decisions in life? That's a deep question. I don't even really know how to answer it. No, Sep. You should not. You should not. Why does Kafe keep deleting his messages? What is going on here? What is going on here? Everybody keeps deleting their messages. If you have the assets and the cash flow of retirement, that's possible. There we go. Ask people with experience before taking any major step, and step by step rely on yourself. That's how I do it. Might not be the easiest, but sure saves you from a lot. Yeah, a lot of the time you have to go through your own mistakes. But if you have people around you who can help you, hopefully you don't make those mistakes, you know? I didn't start saving and investing until I was 48, 50 now with all the kids out of the house and just elders to care for. Out of the 50, 30 stays in an account. The rest invest. Okay. I like your beard. Thank you so much. It's actually longer than it looks, too. How to make money online with zero cash? I think the term is drop shipping. People do drop shipping, but it's very hard to be successful at. But if you can make it, I believe it's zero capital. That's true. You could also get a regular job online if you could find one. International. Wait, let's see here. Can I oil up and make money? Oof. Don't do it. International tutors are good for online work. All right, I like that. No, don't do it. It's not worth it. High five chaser. Is it a good goal to max out my Roth every year? There's a lot of factors that can go into that. Generically, I'll say yes, but it depends on your income and all that. So you also want to make sure that you are doing more than the Roth outside of Roth accounts. To me, I believe you should be putting about 20% aside of your pre-tax income towards retirement. More if you're older or if you're behind. Why not oil up? Because it'll be on the internet forever. Don't do it. Do not do it. But does that make sense? High five. So if you can, yes. If it makes sense for you financially and from a tax standpoint to max out your Roth, absolutely do it. But you got to have earned income and all that sort of stuff. Hey, Himanshu. I'm doing well. How are you? It's crazy how many trolls come in the chats, man. Eli, hello. Life is beautiful. How are things going for you guys? It is the internet. My day today is awesome so far. Yeah, I can. My account was only 5K a year. What does that mean? If your account is only 5K per year, that's not the Roth max. Maybe I'm missing something. Listen, Sabooz, it's a free country. You could be an internet troll if you want. If that's how you want to spend your time, you can. Some of my favorite books. I like The Giver. I like the little book of common sense investing. I think it's called The Book of Basketball. I like Larry Bird's biography. I think the second one, not the first one. Bill Russell's 12 Rules, things like that. I'll be honest, I don't like to, I guess I shouldn't say I don't like to. I don't generally have time to sit around and read books. What do you want to know about the Giver? It's like about a society where there's one knowledgeable person and they pass that along. It's my Roth max. You can only max until you're over 50 years old or make like, okay. Wait, so what is the 5,000 a year? Because the Roth contribution limit is like 7,500. I have not read The Psychology of Money. Who wrote it? Man, I don't even know who wrote it, to be honest with you. But there's so much about it. I don't even know how to describe it without giving it away. But it's like one person has information about the past. Nobody sees color. Yeah, see, there's no way I could describe this book well. Okay, 5K is what you can afford. All right. That's different. So is that your only retirement contribution? How to manage finance. Well, there's 5 steps to financial success. You need to have a budget. That's number 1. It's the most important thing. Spend less than you make. If you want to add on top of that, live like you're broke until you're rich. And then, yeah, you got to have an emergency fund. I like 12 months of basic living expenses. And then you set goals for your money. And then you got to line up your investments with your time horizon and your risk tolerance. And then invest and save towards those goals. And then as your life changes, you navigate those changes. So the 5 steps are: begin, budget, emergency fund, goals, investing and saving, and navigating your life changes. Any thoughts on this new trend on daily news stories of people letting scammers steal the $500 nest eggs with crypto? Oof. That is, I mean, scamming has been around for a long time. But, man, stealing it with crypto? That's rough. It makes me sad, Neil. It makes me sad. I am a student. Any advice? Try to get as little debt as possible to complete your education. If you're going to take out debt for education, make sure you look at it as an investment that's going to have a return on that investment. And what I mean is, it's probably not a good idea to get $200,000 in student loans for a job that'll pay you $50,000 a year. Tell me more, Sabuza. How do you want to change your perspective of money? What is your perspective of money? Hey, thanks, Hermes. It's like 14 inches long, you know? We can't talk about buying stocks yet until we get other things in there, you know what I mean? I like that one. Find employers that pay you for your degree or will reimburse you. Yo, what's up, Taz? Any thoughts on investing in sports teams? I work for one, and they are going to go public soon, and I would love to invest. If it's a long-term investment, Taz, and you believe in the team, hey, also, I wanted to thank you for, I don't remember, was that a few days ago, coming into the Twitch stream. Thank you again. But if you believe in the team and it's for a long-term investment, I don't know what the upside is. You know what I mean? But if it's just on a buy it now and value hopefully goes up, historically, team values have gone up. They are a very limited commodity and have continuously gone up for the last 30 plus years. No guarantees in the future, but, All right. I don't know. Actually, you tell me. Well, money and currency are two different things, but money means nothing unless you have purpose in life, at least to me. You need money to be able to have freedom with your time. That is how I look at it. What should I get, a credit card or a debit card? I want a card to buy stuff online. Well, you need to be careful, GTA. It sounds like you might be putting the cart before the horse. If so, I'd say debit card because it's much harder to go into debt. But it all depends on what your future goals are. Other than having a Roth and stocks, what else should I do? So if you can, there's 3 buckets that you want to have. We have no idea what the tax code is going to be when you retire. But if you have a Roth, which is post-tax money, a traditional, which is pre-tax money, and a taxable brokerage account, then you have 3 buckets. That way, when you get to retirement, you can take distributions and withdrawals in a tax-efficient manner for that day's tax code. View money as a tool for leverage, not the goal to hold it. All right, I kind of dig that. Dave, my day is awesome. I woke up alive with my health intact. I got to hang out with the family. I did a Patreon stream. And now I'm doing this. Every day I live just trying to help people get better with their money. It's not a bad way to live, you know what I mean? How about you, Dave? How was your day? And then Taz, did I answer your question there? Man, you got Taz Taser on YouTube as well, huh? I like that. Well, if you want to just use cash, or sorry, the money that you're making immediately and pay it off, it's tough. There's not a direct answer to this, GTA. Because if you are going to use credit in the future for like a mortgage or something like that, you can be smart about credit card usage and pay it off at the end of every month. If you're worried about your ability to keep paying off a credit card at the end of every month, then a debit card could work because it shouldn't let you go too far into overdraft. What's your thoughts on the penny? Are you talking about the discontinuation of the penny? There's lots of pennies in circulation. They cost more than they're worth to print. I remember you told me your wife is Mexican. So, amigo, do you speak Spanish? Do you have any kids? Dave, I have 4 kids, and I speak minimal Spanish. Taxable brokerage account, high five. Now, if you are talking about owning stocks in an account like that, you have to worry about tax consequences and things like that. But you could have a money market inside of a brokerage account, a taxable brokerage account. Yeah, I don't have too many thoughts on the penny. I'm okay with it going away, although it's a little bit, I'm not a huge fan of everything going digital. Nobody accepting cash. I'm not a huge fan of that. That might be too deep for this conversation. I'm not sure. Give me 1 sec here. I'm going to get some ice in this one. I'm going to put this one away, and then I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. All right. What's up, Batman? I got you. What you talking about? What made you ask about the penny? Guess my real name? Bruce. I mean, if you have life questions, I'd be happy to give my perspective, but I'm a CFP professional financial advisor, so 13 years of experience at Vanguard. It depends on why you're buying it, High Five. It's possible it could retreat in price, but throughout history, gold has been used as a money, a value retainer. So it would depend on why you are buying it, if it's a good investment. I'm not here every day. I do it about 4 days per week. I try to stream on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch 4 days a week. And then I also have videos out there. So if you guys want to see what I do from a content standpoint, I do have videos where I talk to people in the streets. Got you, High Five. I'm poor and I'm not aware of financial planning. Recently I got a job and I don't know what to do, so I'm just spending money on everything. I know it's bad, and what's your advice on this? You need a budget. Actually, before we get into the 5 steps of financial success, I'm going to give you something to live by. You don't need it. And what I mean by that is the new phone, the new whatever, you don't need it. You're not going to care about any of the stuff you buy today 10 years from now. Almost nothing. Like this phone is an iPhone SE from 2020. I will not get a new phone until this phone stops working. But stop buying stuff. Stuff is worthless and meaningless. Don't do it. On top of that, you need a budget. Figure out where all your money is coming and going. Write down everything. Excel spreadsheet, budgeting app, on paper, whatever. And keep sense of all your money. Don't waste any of it. From there, build an emergency fund. You need about, for me, 12 months of basic living expenses. That is a wild question, Toby. I can only say maybe. But you need an emergency fund, 12 months of basic living expenses. And then from there, you need goals for your money. If you want an amount of money that you can go and spend frivolously, one of your goals should be a slush fund. And you put a certain amount of pay in there, $100 a paycheck, $200 a paycheck, whatever you can afford that won't hinder you from hitting other financial goals, so that it goes in there and you know every month you have this amount of money that you can just blow on whatever you want. But you also need to think about retirement and your future self. Respect to you and your family, sir. I'm an engineering student right now. Once I land a solid package, I'll definitely be back to you for advanced financial advice. Let's go, Dave. Appreciate it, man. Hey, good job going for engineering. My most recent video is actually a conversation with engineering students who are graduating soon. So that's kind of funny. Might be worthwhile to watch for you. What's up, Ash? How's it going? I spend money mostly on food and clothes, and I need to cut the expenses and clothes. And as you said, I'll start saving for 12 months. Let's go. That is what I'm talking about. Yeah, quit buying it. You only need 5 shirts. Do laundry once a week. You only need 5 shirts. On savings accounts, I'm not a huge fan. Not a huge fan of savings accounts. My joy department takes all my money. All right. So savings accounts are low interest. I do believe in God, Josh. Savings accounts are low interest. They don't really serve a purpose for money coming in and coming out. So I think checking accounts and then high yield savings accounts or money markets for cash holdings, emergency fund holdings, and then investment accounts for almost everything else. Spend less than you make would be one, Kosaki. Spend less than you make. And live like you're broke until you're rich. Those are the two. What's one financial move you see most young engineers mess up early? Investing too late, playing it too safe, or chasing quick wins? It's really all of those, Dave. Most people fit into one of those categories. I would say for engineers, it's probably more likely to, as weird as it sounds, playing it too safe or chasing quick returns. Because an engineer thinks they can figure things out when it's almost impossible to figure out the stock market. Can we buy a house from a bank? Like we just asked bank to buy a house for us? If so, is that safe? I have never seen that method, Wood. Sometimes a short sale sort of works out that way. Hey, thanks, Josh. It's bigger than it looks, too. Check that out. Wait, let's go back. Let's go back. What do we think? Hey, let's go, Kosaki. I appreciate the sub. If you guys really want to help out too, watching these live streams is amazing. But if you guys could go watch any videos or shorts, watch them fully till the end, and then give them a like. Share them if you want. Thank you, brother. May I know your name? My name is Luke. My name is Luke. Sorry, I missed that first part. Does anybody want to do push-ups with me? I think I'm going to do 6 to 7 slow push-ups and a pull-up real quick, and then see what questions come up. I'm going to do that right now. And then we're going to do them every hour. Let's go. All right, we're a little more ripped. Thoughts on the lottery, such as Powerball and Mega Millions specifically. Your chances to win are close to 0. But if you win, it could be a life-changing thing to happen to you. What sort of questions do you have those specifically? Like what you should do if you win? Because if it's a crazy amount of money, you definitely want to hire attorneys to protect your money. When you get a crazy amount of money, you want a team to help you preserve your money. Sir, I live alone and make about 1 to 2K a month. Is it smarter to buy a new car or a used one right now? Well, if you're only making 1 to 2K per month, I don't know what down payment you'd have towards a car, but your monthly payment would probably be crazy high. So generally the answer is buying a used one. But before you get there, you should be paying yourself a car payment every month until you get to the point that you can buy a car cash with that. And then after you buy it, you keep paying yourself a car payment every month. My plan would be to hire a financial advisor and then a lawyer, definitely. Yes, absolutely. A lot of the time when you get to that sort of money, all right, Mr. Artist, when you get that kind of money, there's generally a team, right? A lawyer and an attorney might be more important initially than a financial advisor. Just throwing that out there. Would you recommend going public with winning? No. The amount of people that will reach out to you would be insane. And there will be a lot of guilt stories about how you should be helping people. And it's not to say that you wouldn't help people or you shouldn't help people, but the amount of people looking for help would be immense. Sir, have you ever personally faced a banking mistake or loss? How did you handle it? I wouldn't call it a banking mistake, but when I was 18, I took out a credit card and I immediately maxed it out and bought a car stereo. I did not end up paying that off for like 3 or 4 years until I got my first real job. That was a pretty big mistake. Sir, I can take money from my parents to buy a car. I would still say used. Be smart about it. Be smart about it. Buy a good, reliable car. Ride it into the ground. A car is a pretty terrible asset to buy. They're necessary in today's life, but they're actually awful investments. Awful investments. They do nothing but depreciate. Dave. You know what's funny? I see your avatar there. Maybe it's not called an avatar. Hang on one second. These are some socks that my in-laws got me. I love America. What is EMI? America the GOAT. America the GOAT. But yeah, I wear these. Well, I will wear these when I see them again. GTA, be careful, because there are definitely, I love those socks. Also, what's EMI? So there are periods of time where gold has gone down. Like, let's see here. Gold price chart. Whoops. I'll do, yeah, historical. 100-year chart. So it is mostly up, but if you look in the 70s, there was a fairly large dip. And then from the 80s, it reached a high in the late 80s. I'm sorry, late 1980, and then didn't reach those prices again until like 07. So that's a long time. That's a long time. I mean, silver and gold serve a similar purpose. They are use assets. There are ways to actually use them in things, but yeah, it's just something you want to think about. It is not always up. And sometimes it takes a long time for it to come back up. So from like 96 to 04, 03, 04, right? But gold is generally a value retainer. Like historically, a house has always cost between 75 and, okay, I won't say always. Most of the time has cost between 75 and 150 ounces of gold. That has not changed since the early 1900s. Sir, I agree a car is useful today, but nothing beats a horse. As a cowboy, my mare is worth more to me than 1,000 luxury cars. Hey, I get that, man. You actually could connect personally to a horse. Your car will never connect to you personally. Maybe the AI in it will. My point is, if you have gold instead of cryptocurrency, it won't disappear, and we never have to add it in to maintain the quantity. Yeah. This Bitcoin crash, or whatever you want to call it, what's Bitcoin doing today? I looked at it earlier today, but let's look at it again. I think it's like 69 or something like that. But this Bitcoin crash has made people look at Bitcoin differently. Yeah. 69,000. It dropped to like 60,000 at one point. You keep me up all night, all night. Interesting. This article on Yahoo says gold, usually a safe haven asset, has been trading like a meme stock. Sounds like they're trying to discredit gold. I have almost no crypto. I have one share of Solana because somebody gifted it to me. Otherwise, I own no crypto. it it is hard for me to put money into something that has no intrinsic value, and it's only valuable because someone is willing to pay more than I bought it for. Whereas when you buy stocks or gold, right, there's something behind it. Is raw gold more valuable than jewelry? It depends. Because like a Rolex watch in some circumstances will get you more than the weight. There's a collectibles thing to it, right? Because even more than jewelry, right? You've seen those gold coins. It's still an ounce of gold, but somehow it's worth, $100,000 because it's rare. I think from an intrinsic value standpoint, raw gold is more valuable than jewelry. But there are times where jewelry or collectibles make the cost per ounce even higher than what the market says it is. Sir, I hope I don't mind me asking, your wife's name is Alexis, right? Yeah. How'd you know that? Did I say that? How many people are in live, bro? I have no idea, actually. I have no idea how many people are watching right now. Hey. All right, GTA. Which video did you watch? I have videos where I'm talking to people, and then my last video was kind of goofy about Avalanche versus Snowball versus a better paydown method. I do live stream often. I live stream about 4 days per week. I generally do it for an hour and a half to 2 hours per day on those 4 days. Hey, let's go, Kosaki. That's all we're trying to do, baby. Every conversation, like even these live streams, my hope is, right, that one person has a question, but multiple people get to, how to pay debt video, the $300,000 one. I'm in America, Silas. I'm in America. Where I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up. All right, sorry, guys. Next to you. Puerto Rico, all right. Do you guys want to become an official state? I know it's a big question, but I want to get a card, but I am scared. I mean, you should be scared. Hey, thanks for the likes. I appreciate it, guys. The more likes we have on the video, the more YouTube thinks it should go into the algorithm, and it will get people here who need it most. But credit cards, a lot of the times, start off with normal intentions, and then people get in a bad spot. And then it snowballs into a large amount of debt. It's kind of off topic, but what's your opinion on illegal immigrants infiltrating into USA? Well, I think every country should only have people who are there legally. Speak despacio. I don't know much Inglés. It's all right. I don't know much Espanol, which is different than despacio. I'm going to tell you a story, though. My wife's family is Mexican. Some of them actually live in Mexico, but they speak Spanish. Some of them not much English. And one time we were going into a restaurant, and everybody was lagging around in the parking lot. So I yelled out, "Vámonos, tortugas!" That got a good chuckle. I got in a bad spot in a credit card. Had to pay back for 2 straight years. Now I am clean. Let's go into the mind. Good job paying that down. But yeah, credit cards are tough. They end up putting a lot of people in a bad position unintentionally. At least the user didn't intentionally get into a bad spot. Bro, Chinese monk, what method did you use to pay down the debt into the mind? Avalanche, snowball, what'd you do? You got to tell me this Chinese monk thing. What does that mean? Hermano, you are underrated. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're just here to help people get better with money. The beard, man. Chinese monk have these kind of beard? Chinese monks have beards? I didn't even know. That's my ignorance. After listening to you, I'm thinking of just getting a debit card. Well, there are multiple things to consider. Because again, if you could be smart about it, you only put your gas, other things you were going to put on your debit card anyway, and then you pay it off, you can build up your credit. If you plan to go the traditional route of getting a mortgage, then it's good to have built up credit. Right? So don't let fear necessarily stop you from doing things, as long as you have a plan to not let those bad things happen to you. Now that it is hard to think of stocks as an investment, probably going down. What's the best alternative for investment short term? Okay, that's 2 different topics. I'm going to address your second question first. If you're looking at short term, high yield savings accounts or money markets are generally the best ways to go. They are low risk, give you an okay return for just letting your cash sit there. Now, if you're buying stocks, are you trying to buy stocks for a quick turnaround? Because that is an incredibly difficult thing to do. Incredibly difficult to time the market so that you make money quickly on stocks. But if you're buying stocks as a 30-year investment for retirement, I make no guarantees, but I would bet my life that 30 years from now, stocks are significantly higher than they are today, even if we have a few crashes between now and then. Because the profile picture? Which profile picture? Mention that your wife is Mexican and the photo has a really warm, genuine vibe. Much respect to you and your family, and of course, much respect to that legendary beard as well. Thanks, Dave. You're tripping me out, brother. I don't remember saying my wife's name, and I'm not sure which profile picture you're talking about. Sir, how do I end my fear of authority figures in life? Well, what does your fear stem from? Because I also have a fear of authority figures. My mom put the fear of God in me about police officers when I was a young kid. You think Dave is my friend in disguise? From my Instagram? Hold up. My Instagram profile picture is definitely not me and my wife. You got me tripping, Dave. You found her profile. Interesting. Fear of dominant and aggressive winners. I think the best thing to do is keep your nose clean. Deepak. Oh no, I heard you. You found my wife's profile. That's interesting. Interesting. How did you find my wife's profile? Hey, let's go, Silas. Are you proud to be an American? Oh, okay. Wait, no, because even her profile doesn't have a picture of us. Tripping me out, sir. Tripping me out, sir. Dave, if you know me in real life, I need you to text me right now. If you don't know me in real life, my eye is on you. Let's see here. But, oh wait, hold on. Deep. Keep your nose clean. Try not to get involved. But like anytime the police, this doesn't happen often, but when they pull me over, I roll down the windows, turn off the engine, and put my hands on the steering wheel. I don't even mess around. Yeah, nose clean means don't get in trouble. Yeah, Kosaki, it's a little, I'm tripping here. All right. Wait, that's how? Mosin, tell me more. Sir, I am anxious of giving public speeches. What should I do? Did public speech one time and failed miserably. I spoke emotional but not controlled. What do I do? Practice it. So if you look at my most recent, obviously I've gotten okay at speaking publicly because this is what I do. I did check it. Her profile picture is not a picture of us. So I'm looking at it right now. So you need to practice, Peter, to yourself, to your family, to your friends, but you have to actually say the words out loud. I think one of the most underrated things is we'll write a speech, type it out, and think it sounds awesome. But then when you actually go to say it out loud, you're like, that sounds awful. So say it out a bunch. And then when you're speaking in public, you know, you can look at people if you want, but a lot of the time you could just kind of look out into the crowd, not look at anyone specifically. They don't know who or what you're looking at, and you keep it rolling. Let me see what questions you have from there, Peter. All right, let's see here. Do you know what compound interest is? If so, can you explain it? All right, compound interest is there's compounding and then there's compounding interest. Compounding interest is, let's just say you own a money market or a bond. It pays you a dividend. You reinvest those dividends to buy more shares, which pay you more dividends, which buy you more shares, and that's compounding interest. Compounding is like when you think about the stock market, you know, if you put $1,000 in, and let's just say this isn't how it works, but it goes up 10%. Now you have $1,100. Well, now you have $1,100 capital. And then if that goes up 10%, you've now gained $110 from that. So now you're at $1,210. You know what I mean? So it's growth upon itself. You know the raison of why Puerto Rico is not U.S. state? No, I do not, Silas. Hit me. Yo, what's up, Limas? Welcome. Dave, you're tripping me out, brother. You're tripping me out. Dave is tripping me out. Yep. I'm looking at the profile again. Not a picture of us. not a picture of us. Deepika, it's slang mostly used in USA. Indians don't get it quickly. Yeah, it's it just means to keeping your nose clean means don't do anything to get in trouble with the authorities. How do I practice that in front of my mirror daily? Honestly, do you have a webcam? You can practice it in front of your webcam because then you get to look at yourself. So if you look at my channel, my most recent video is this. I literally recorded a video of me sitting here and I recorded it live on stream. So I kept saying it out loud on stream, practicing in front of people to make sure it sounded good. If you have friends or family who are willing to listen to you, good. But otherwise, in front of the mirror is fine. Walking around your house is fine. Whatever it is. Yeah, give them a book, Kosaki. Yes, Peter. Also ask your friends and family to listen. Hey, there we go, Limas. Great. I love it. Bro, how do you do stock marketing? What do you mean, Cloud? Like, how do you buy stocks? Tell me more. Luke, Dave is definitely your friend and he's playing you. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. He's tripping me out, though, for sure. How do you find the one? Honestly, total, if you become friends, I do have a Twitch channel, Limas. I game on it, though. So if you're looking for this, that's not what it'll be. Like last night, I streamed Rivals. And I ranked up to Grandmaster for the first time last night, I gotta say. Let's go. But total, if you should make friends with everyone. Whatever you're into, boys, girls, make friends with all of them with no intentions. When it clicks, you'll know, and they'll know. And then you find the one. How to Talk with Anyone by Lau Lowndes. Amazing book on communication and speech. All right. I mean trading. How to do trading. I don't understand how to read the chart. I don't read the charts, Cloud Systems. I buy everything and I hold it forever. Danny Boy Self-Improvement. You're so attractive. Who is Chadumal? Who is Chadumal? Someone told me about SIP investment. Do you know anything about it? Is that the automatic investments, systemic investment plan? Is that what you're talking about, GTA? Because I know it as automatic investment plan. Thanks, I'll give it a try. Man, Dave changed his profile picture to my wife's profile picture. Crazy. That's crazy, bro. Let's see here. You're from the States? What does that mean, GTA? I don't know. No one comes and tells me they like me. Maybe I ain't pretty. I don't... Your looks, don't get me wrong, are somewhat important. But it's more about... oh, I saw you, Dave. I saw you. That's wild, bro. That's wild. I do not do intraday trading, Cloud Systems. But hey, total, just be friends with everybody. I'm just telling you, be friends. Be nice to everybody, be friends, but be your genuine self. Be your genuine self, and you'll find who connects. Yeah, Dave, this is kind of a trip, brother. This is kind of a trip. You play any other games other than Rivals? I do play Valorant sometimes, depending on what my friends want to do. Dude, I had friends last night, so we had 2 stacks going. Yo, Dave, none of that. We don't talk to people like that in this chat. So I do play Valorant. You know, Dave, I think I gotta time you out, brother. We're gonna see if it calms down, but you definitely don't talk to people like that. Give you a 5-minute timeout. 5-minute timeout. How can I make sure the Eagles bounce back next season? That's a really good question. I have no idea. It's not okay. Hey, for anybody he offended, I apologize. That that is definitely not acceptable in here. Dibiendo Das. Okay. Interesting. What where's that from, do you think? Was he pretending to be American and he wasn't American? All right. I want relationship advice. Logan, the best relationship. Wait, are you in a relationship or are you looking for a relationship? Carry a backpack with you everywhere you go. They come in handy. I actually, every time I go out and shoot a video, I wear a backpack. It definitely happens. I got to figure out something for the Eagles. You know, my family's from back east, actually Philly. So this has been a great. They got to beat the Pats. They won. I forgot who they beat. What was that? 2 years ago? 3 years ago now? I haven't watched much sports. She hurt me by going with my friend. So hold on. Who hurt you by going with your friend? Your family sounds like good people. Are you my family? See, now I'm tripping out. Are you my family? Two measly poots. But yeah, my grandfather was a Eagles fan. Wait, so your girlfriend went with your... Well, she shouldn't be your girlfriend anymore if you mean what I think you mean. It's time to move on. Move on. Move on. I don't think so, but I can be if you need me to be. No, I don't need you to be, but you never know in these. The guy who was timed out wasn't American. It suggests you only want American. No. No, that's not at all what I'm saying. He was pretending to be American. That's all I was pointing out. I'm happy with any and everybody being in here, Martin. You do not have to leave at all. What's your philosophy on life? Well, so what advice do you want, Logan? Your grandfather was a gentleman and a scholar. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. He was a great man. He was a great man. Yeah. So, Martin. Wait, the guy who was timed out wasn't American. Wait, so now I'm thinking Martin was friends with the guy who got timed out. Otherwise, he wouldn't think this at all. So, how can I help you out here, Logan? Like, what are you looking for? What to do next? How do I make work not suck so bad? I mean, are you utilizing your skills to the best of your advantage? Because at the end of the day, wait, so someone asked me about my philosophy. This is one of them. You're not in competition with anybody else. You're in competition with yourself. That's really the big thing. Right? Like, I don't care if anybody has more money or more stuff than me. I care if I'm better today than I was yesterday, than last month, than last year. And to be straight, sometimes that answer is no. But that is it. You're competing against yourself. So at your job, can you create tasks for yourself to be more excellent? Things like that. All right, Logan, I already forgot my question to you that made you say yeah. I apologize. Yeah, he also said, would Kosaki, would you say, or Kosaksi, would you say what that dude said was racist? I never want to use that word lightly, but he talked about an entire people. But he was talking directly at somebody. I don't know. I got you, Poots. Should I start looking into crypto? What do you want crypto to do for you, Sticks and Stones? Like, are you hoping it'll make you rich quick? Are you hoping it'll help you? Are you hoping it'll help you? But he's teasing you? All right. But he said something mean to you. Once somebody gets into those, like, personal attacks, especially with ethnicity involved, I'm like, nah. We don't do that. Hi, bro. I'm from India. Welcome. And he looks like a creep. Wait, you saw a picture of him, Kosaksi? Okay, so hold on. Crypto, Sticks and Stones. It depends on what you want it to do for you, right? What is the reason you're going to buy it? Do you know what it is? Are you comfortable with the volatility? Because you have to remember, crypto has no intrinsic value. There is no use case for it. It doesn't go in anything. You know what I mean? Can you check my horoscope? No, I'm so sorry. What's the circumference of the Earth? I don't know. We can look that up on the internet if we want. That's not something I keep in mind. Let's see here. Hello from India. No horoscope. I'm from Mumbai. Hello. Should I convert to Judaism? Do you feel compelled to convert to Judaism? Right? It's that's a very deep and personal question, and I don't know that I feel comfortable. I'll be straight. I'm a Christian. I follow the Lord, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So I do encourage everybody to look for that. Look for Jesus. I'm curious if crypto could be a source of income long term. It's not generally an income asset. It doesn't pay a dividend. Most people who get into crypto are looking for growth. I didn't see his reply. Oh, okay. Well, he called you, I'm not going to say it, but Indian was a part of his insult to you. So that's why I timed him out. I don't actually really care about trolls. Trolls can come in anytime. They can sometimes add fun to the chat. But yeah, he called you something with Indian in it. And yeah, he crossed the line. Let's see here. What's the best index fund? That is way too subjective. I could have one answer and other people could have an answer. But I will say, why not own everything? That's all I'll say. 20 gorillas versus 10 bears. Who would win? What kind of bears? Grizzly bears? Polar bears? I'm going with the bears. Black bears? I might go gorillas. What do you think about Epstein files? I think they were disgusting. I think there's a lot of disgusting things in those files. Top 10 headsets? I don't know the top 10, but this is the Cloud X. I don't know. It's got like 200 hours of battery life. I love this headset. You like Trump? I don't know Trump. But if you read from his friends and stuff, they say he's a good dude. Self-startup? What, like starting a business? Is that what you mean, Kashmira? If your overhead is low, it becomes easier to start a company. What's your favorite type of tea? I don't really drink tea. Yeah, that's what I thought. What do you think is worth investing in? Ooh. So I'll give you a general sentiment that I have. I believe the stock market, specifically the U.S. stock market, will be significantly higher 30 years from now than it will be today. You know what I mean? Hey, thanks, Avi. So what's worth investing is also subjective. I don't know anything about people to be able to give a recommendation like that. These kinds of guys are just keyboard warriors. Yes, a lot of people come on here and go crazy sometimes. They get wild on TikTok too. I don't get the technique of how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Hey, I'll be honest, Milan. Me neither. Never solved one. But there's a pattern to it, and once you figure out the pattern, it's good. Kashmira, I don't know where you're from, right? But gutter cleaner, window cleaner, that doesn't take much. Some of the super basics are offering to take people's trash to the dumpster. You know what I mean? Should I start farming? I mean, it depends. Do you have the land? Is the farming for you, or are you trying to make money? It's a tough life, but there are a lot of farmers who make loot. You know what I mean? I saw that red top at Goodwill. Should I buy it? This red top, it's very comfortable. It's from Old Navy. I think it's 100% cotton. Can you guys tell me? Yeah, you can't see the tag. But I really like this shirt. So if this shirt is available, I could recommend this, assuming you're not allergic to the materials in it. Do you ever travel to India? I have never been to India. To be honest, I've rarely left the States. I've been to Mexico and Jamaica. I haven't even been to Canada, and we share a border with them. But I did go to Mexico. Mexico and Jamaica are the only other two places I've been. Should I stick to a job or save money and start a business? I mean, that's personal preference, right? Are you willing to take the risk of failure to start your business? You can learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube easily from a YouTube tutorial. It took me like 2 minutes to learn. I'm not that smart. You know what? You just made me kind of want to do it. I'd love to solve a Rubik's Cube before I die. Maybe when I'm on my deathbed. No, I'll do it before that because I would like to teach my kids how to solve a Rubik's Cube. This might be TMI, guys, but I have to use the restroom. I'm going to be right back. Balanced risk taking. Is that for the business, Kosaki? Kosaksi? I'm back. Milan deleted their message. Yeah, for the business, I don't want to die poor. Yeah, you do have to balance risk. Are you willing to risk failure for your attempt to be successful? The cool thing about my business is I don't expect to make any money. It'd be cool if people signed up for the Patreon and had a membership where they were paying it forward. Because I do have some big plans if the Patreon ever does blow up, like paying off people's debts and stuff like that. But I don't actually plan to make money from this. You know what I mean? Oh, hold on one second. What happened there? Hello, brother.
What is going on, brother?
I'm streaming right now, but I have a feeling what you're about to show me, and I really want to see it. Bro.
Okay, so
Oh no. Oh, interesting.
it decided to put black in there.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know. It turned out phenomenal.
Yeah.
Huge.
What happens when you shine a light through it?
It's not great.
No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, so I have no idea why it did that. Why it decided to put black in the middle of this.
No.
That was a lot of, and I don't even know how one would even attempt to try to fix this. You know, I like in slicing and all that. You know, it's yeah.
Man. Well, it's still cool to see. Let's talk about it maybe after the stream. I don't know what you got going on later today.
I'm gonna go out and drive, and then I'm supposed to go run 6 miles, and then I'm supposed to watch dinner. So
Okay.
we can chat probably later in the evening. But yeah, dude, I was about to start the print for the back, and then I saw this. I'm like, bro,
Man. Well,
I've never been so like mildly disappointed in my life.
yeah. Mild frustration there, yeah. But I appreciate you showing me, brother. It's still
Yeah.
it looks cool. It still looks great.
Yeah, it'll do just fine for like mounting on a wall or something like that. But I just don't know about light. So
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk about it. Thank you, brother. See you, man.
have a good stream.
All right. So my age is 41, Milan. Kashmira, I forgot my goals, and I am passionate about earning money. My current age is 19. So you got to figure out what skills and abilities that you have that solve other people's problems. That's the best way to make money. How are you solving other people's problems? Hey, welcome. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you being here. Man, so my buddy, so I'm a financial advisor, but I'm really here to help people get better with their money. How do I stop fixating on other people's problems? I keep trying to fix others' personalities to be perfect. You have to remember that you have no control over anything. And I hate to say it, but the effort that you put into other people is worthless if they don't have an intention to get better themselves. You know what I mean? You definitely can, Manohar. You could definitely. But anyway, I'm trying to help people get better with their money. That's what this is about. Hey, I appreciate you liking it. If you like the stream, that means the algorithm will see that and it'll get it in front of people who could use it. But yeah, most of the people that you're trying to fix now, you probably won't know in 5 years, unless they're family. My sister-in-law made me this. That's the old logo. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Do you have big connections amongst finance people? I would not say I have big connections, no. I know some people. I know some things. But I wouldn't say I have big connections, no. I subscribed. You and I regular watch video from today. Hey, let's go. What video was it? This one is out of topic again. You look so calm and wise. You do meditation. No. I mean, I guess you could say I meditate, but I don't know if I'd call it that. I pray. Again, a lot of my, I'll call it stoicism, comes from realizing I'm in control of nothing. I can literally only control what happens, what I do. That's all I can control in this world. And then there's a phrase I live by, and I don't know if this is going to come across right, but it doesn't matter. There's nothing worth stressing about because whatever you're stressing about, it doesn't matter. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it doesn't matter. You know, I haven't always been this way. I've always been a relatively calm person, but I went to join live stream to ask questions. So I don't let anybody join live stream on YouTube because people could say wild stuff and then I could get in trouble for it. I apologize, Kashmira. But anyway, accepting the Lord into your heart makes things more peaceful as well. Now, financial tip for college students: be I don't know how to word this, but it's more of a life philosophy. You don't need it. Don't buy stuff. You don't need it. Spend less than you make. If you're going to go into debt, make sure there's going to be a return on your investment. But yeah, live like you're broke until you're rich. So, Kosaksi, yeah, the stuff I was upset about a year ago, I can't even think about today. You know what I mean? I have not. I have not read it. I'll be honest, my ability to sit down and read books is limited because of my stream schedule. If you could go back in time, what would you have done? Definitely knowing all the information that you have right now. Wow. It's a super deep question. You could go many different ways. But I would have, from a very much earlier age, I would have started investing. I would have gotten into a Roth IRA much sooner. Well, Milan, I'd say it's close to zero right now because everything I do is free. The only way I make money is if people subscribe or donate or things like that. So I'm not really in this for the money. That's why it's free. When I was working at Vanguard, it was like $150,000 a year. But yeah, I would have invested much earlier in life, Dave. Much earlier in life. Taking advantage of Roths, all that sort of stuff. Yo, what's up, Sabuza? Welcome back. I think that's the same Sabuza. Work ethic tips: don't ever stop grinding. do better than you did yesterday. Work to perfect things. Man, this is really tough. But yeah, you just never stop. Never stop working. My day is going well. My day is going well. We're giving Dave a chance. He was timed out. I got you, Adam. Adam, I don't know. At least I assume that's what IDK stands for. When you don't feel like doing it, do it anyway. There's another one, Adam. You could donate to charities like Christian missionaries. They do some charity work. That's true. You could do that. What's your opinion on other religions? How do I answer this? I worry about the souls of those people. I believe Jesus Christ is the way. So I hope those people find Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's actually something I say a lot of the time. But see here, I'll throw something else on there, Kosaksi. I believe there are a lot of denominations that aren't the truth. I got you, Kashmira. Are you Roman Catholic? I am not. I'm just Christian. I don't ascribe to any particular denomination. Just about my upcoming exams, can you give me helpful advice? Study. Study until you know the material. If there are practice questions that you can take, do it. Yeah. So, yeah, if you're stressed about your exams, make sure you study. Give it proper time. Make the sacrifice. Don't do other stuff instead of studying. If there are practice exams, do the practice exams. But yeah, man, it's all about the effort you put in. Learn the material. I know that's not great, and I apologize. Do you think AI will replace humans and affect all humanity? Yeah, this is a tough question. I do think AI will become a more integral part of our lives. I don't know exactly when that will happen because I don't believe there's a true AI system right now. It's all machine learning. It's not actually artificial intelligence, but I believe it's growing to that. Some people say we've already reached it, but you know, if they create robots that are able to do all the stuff for you, stuff like that. Yes, we do have a Discord server. Time to say bye. When's your next live? I will be back. I generally take off Sunday and Monday, so I'll be back Tuesday. Yeah, I do, Milan, but there is a an interesting thing because they say he's going to come down, rule for 1,000 years, and then yeah. Anyway, you know what? I'm just gonna say I do because I can't fully describe it. Sir, why don't you create a gaming YouTube channel? I have seen your gaming videos. Um, I don't think what I do is unique enough, Dave. I'm just a guy who enjoys video games and I occasionally talk about finance. Winner mindset. Before you get to investing, you got to have things lined up because you need a budget down to the penny. Figure out where you have a surplus or a deficit. If you have debt, work to pay down some debt. But you also need an emergency fund. I like 12 months of basic living expenses. So once you have your emergency fund, then you could begin looking at building a goal for investing. So it depends on what this money is for, right? Your goal needs a time horizon and a risk tolerance. We hope it lasts, Kosaksi. We hope it lasts. Again, I'm okay with trolls, but I don't know, the disrespectful, especially when talking about ethnicity, I don't do it. So what is the money for, Winner? But I will be on TikTok, and I'm going to end this stream here in about 3 minutes, and then I'll be on TikTok. It's extra savings money, but is it for retirement? Is it for a house? Is it for a car? Hey, YouTube buttons. I like that. If you guys want to help out the channel tremendously, go and watch a video from beginning to end and like it. If you want to share it, that would be all right. Actually, you are from Israel, right? No, I am not. I'm from America. It's funny. I get asked this a lot. I am not Jewish. My 401k balance is 331k. Is that a good amount at 39? Yeah, I think so. I mean, how much? What percentage are you saving of your pre-tax income towards retirement total? Dare you to join? And is that your only retirement assets? 25%. I like that percent. Because you still got 26 years. So if we assume that it doubles, and there's no guarantee of this, but that it doubles every 8 years, it'll double 3 more times. So it would double from here, and this is if you did no other money, right, to 660 to about 1.2 to 2.4. Ooh, a house that's paid off. That's actually a huge thing for people who are going into retirement. If you have a house that's paid off, that means you don't have a living expense. You're able to, you have all that cash flow, but when you retire, you don't have that payment. So you need less of a nest egg to pay for your lifestyle. I mean, it depends on the person. I think stable jobs are underrated. They get you the money you need to pay your bills and all that. And some people don't have it in them. Now, I do think you could be both an investor and have a stable job, right? That's what most people who have a 9 to 5 have. Yeah, let's go. Are those your only retirement assets? Dare you to join? And I don't know if you're looking for like a real financial advisor, dare you to join, but that is me. I'm a CFP professional financial advisor. I have 13 years of experience at Vanguard, and I'm just here to help people get better with their money. Yo, what's up, B-Bay? I'm about to end this stream and head over to TikTok just to let everybody know. But if you wanted to help me out tremendously, you can watch a YouTube video, like it, watch it from beginning to end, please, and then like it, and then share it. But then come back into chat and give me your thoughts. I would like to know. How I started investing. I don't know the basic knowledge about investing. Milan, we're probably going to have to talk about this before, but the first thing you need is a budget, an emergency fund, and then goals for your money. And then from there, you need a company that you can invest in. Hey, thanks, Dare. I appreciate you. I have a free Patreon if you really want to get deep into this stuff, brother. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to change the world, brother or sister. I guess I don't know for certain, but I'm trying to change the world and give free financial advice, because even at 331,000, I don't know if you've looked to work with an advisor. A lot of the time they want you to have at least 500,000 in manageable assets. I want to teach people how to do it on their own. You know what I mean? So if you want a real financial advisor, a real relationship with one, click the Patreon link in my bio. And actually, it's in the description of this live stream as well. But then we can work together, man. I'd love to help you out. But we're going to go ahead and call that a stream. Milan, John, bring these questions to the next one. I'll be back on Tuesday at the latest, but I'll be on Twitch gaming streaming at night. So if you guys want to see gaming streams, I'll be on Twitch the next couple nights. So it's Saturday. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend if I don't see you on Twitch. But I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.